Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Joji Hafu Unfiltered channel. This is my third take of this video, even though I have no script at all. But I keep, I don't know, screwing up the video by yapping nonsense. But today I just want to tell you about my lesson. A wiser man learn. No, a wise man learned from his mistakes, but a wiser man learned from the mistakes of others. In this case, I made a lot of mistakes in relationships that I want you to take away and I want you to value, but don't really let it control your relationship. And that's the first point. I've been kind of debating myself whether people should have a say in a in a person's relationship, how it will influence their direction if they've been doing good, and then someone has to say in that, and then it screws up their whole dynamic basically and confuses the other, and that's what happens to me. And I won't lie, I okay, this has to do with the whole relationship thing, but I have been sort of screwing up my basic self-improvement habits, such as journaling, meditation, and waking up early for the better part of a year now. And those are the three main things that you think, like, oh yeah, it's just journaling, it's just meditation, it's just waking up early. Yeah, so what? You could miss a few days, but bro, like, you miss one day and that shit just snowballs into what, 2 fucking months and months of you not doing it. So it compounds over. It just compounds over, and I think if you just continue building that habit, as long as you just start graduating, as long as you start journaling, um, once a week, or at least try to do it, to have the thought, one step at a time, then you shouldn't fuck up that habit. But I've been fucking up that habit, and that's what sort of caused my downfall in the relationship, because often than not, we make mistakes in relationship. That's just normal. You live and you learn. You make mistakes in relationship. You you say things that you don't want to say, and you know you and your girl, you squabble. No, that sounds wrong. No, you're not throwing hands with your girl, but like, you basically like argue, and that's normal in a relationship. But what's not normal is when you argue and then you, in a sense, you don't really learn from that, and then you sort of still do it. And that's sort of me. I have bad habits. I wouldn't. Okay, if I say it isn't toxic, then there's people say, but you're toxic, this and that. Yeah, I mean, I will admit, yeah, those are toxic traits. Yes, I have toxic traits, and I'm willing to work, but I don't want to label it toxic. I want to label it something more, like, it toxic just have such a bad energy to it. So I just would like to say bad habits that I would love to improve. And first of all, that's your tone, you know. And going back to the journaling habit thing, because I didn't journal, because there's things that I didn't write and like sort of analyze myself and why this and that, because of my negative thought. My negative thoughts and my negative subconsciously or subconsciousness sort of leaks into the way I speak and the way my tone goes for my girl. And the crazy thing about my mind is that I think, in a sense, oh yeah, maybe this is just the way I speak. But when I rethink about it, I think, in a sense, that's part an excuse, because partly, okay, so when I'm serious, I speak very seriously. I just want to get my point across. Like, I want to get my point across. Like, I'm very like sharp with my excuse me, with my tone and with the way I accentuate some words and stuff, right? So, to some people it may come off as passive aggressive. Some people, I'm being very serious and stuff, and to some people it just seems toxic in the relationship context, and which is understandable. And I'm not proud of the way I speak to my girlfriend, like, at least my tone, and I sound like I'm always constantly angry at her, like like that I should be more patient and I should speak in more of a loving way. And I'm gonna be honest, I have not been reading this book, so I should get into this book and I should learn how to love her better because damn man, like I have not been journaling at all. So all the negative thoughts, I just let it be. I just let it go havoc in my mind and let it control how I speak to my girl and tone. And yeah, once in a while, I don't think it's good to give tough love to your girl. At least that's from my experience, because they sort of, with girls and with beautiful women, my girl, they they grow with praises. They grow with affectionate praises, and with a softer tone, in a way that radiates just like control, like radiate like a composed and controlled way of saying it, so that you don't sound like you're tweaking. You know what I mean? And that's what I've fucked up at. I didn't sound composed. I just sounded, in a sense, very short with my words, and that sort of puts her off because I do realize that that's how I speak. Like I do realize that's how I speak to some people. So I shouldn't really do that to my girlfriend. Like, just the one thing you shouldn't do that sort of tone. That you'll get it when you speak to your girl, when you're sort of frustrated and you have that tone. Yeah, and then that's the first one. I should speak in a more loving tone, in a more positive tone. And for me to do that, the antidote to not antidote but the cure or the fix to it is me journaling down why it makes me feel that way, why am I always feeling sort of negative about it. And then I could, for example, I could be like, for example, today what happened was my girlfriend, she took a splash at the ocean. She was hanging out with her girlies and stuff, and she was hanging out with her woman friend, and they took a splash at the ocean and stuff. And obviously when you bring your phone to see, when I say obviously, like, that's the sort of tone I give off to my girlfriend sometimes. So and that's totally my fault, and I should really improve on that. Yeah, so she went to the ocean. She just took a splash in the ocean, and then she brought her phone. You know how phones are, when it touches salt water, obviously is like, if it touches salt water, especially when it's inside the charging port, it's gonna fuck it up. And I thought that this is sort of basic knowledge, and this is to my own ego. Like, I would expect that some people would know, but I should know that not many people would know that sort of random tidbit of information. So that's my own fault. So I was getting frustrated. I was like, baby, why do you bring your phone to the ocean? And that's the tone I use. Like, why you bring, why are you bringing your phone to the ocean? Why, we could just put it back, just don't. And your phone is your livelihood, and you kind of need it. You know what I mean? And, like, it's gonna be expensive to repair. You know what I mean? I could help, but it's gonna be expensive, and that's the way I put it. So yeah, maybe someone could comment on this and tell me if it's sort of very passive aggressive, or maybe it's normal to them. For me, I guess it's half. For me, I should obviously speak to her in a more loving way, in a more patient way, instead of like questioning. Like, understand. Like, I should personally, I should understand that, okay, that thing happened. So instead of berating her, I should just go ahead and say, okay, baby, so your phone is like, is it still dry? Like, should put that sort of that tone, so it calms her down. And that, so I do realize in a sense that, yeah, I was very negative about it, and I should just be chill, just don't crash out, basically. So yeah, to do that, I journal why, like, what's my emotions, why, like, like, you could counter your own argument in your mind, you could counter your own negative thoughts, and you'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, like, okay, yeah, her phone, like, her charging port got soaked in salt water, and if it breaks, it's okay, I could help her, repair it at the shop, no biggie. Like, I should be like that. I should be more nonchalant about it. If it's something very, very, like, important, yeah, I understand. But yeah, that was sort of my fault, and yeah, I will admit to that. Yeah, and secondly, I think I spoke about this, but if not, secondly, it's just like, should people have a say in your relationship? It's half. you should value your friends, sort of like, if they're your very 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 close friends, and if they know both of you, you know what I mean. So if they don't know, if they only know your girl, and if they advise your girl without knowing you as a person, then that's kind of it's kind of you know what I mean. I won't get into much information, it's a little bit too detailed, but yeah. um yeah, basically this whole video is for me to just to explain you guys and girls that you should journal. You should gratitude journal. First of all, you should gratitude journal. You should gratitude journal 5 things that you love, 5 things that you like anything. Like, I'm grateful for my girlfriend being patient with me, even if I'm like sort of getting frustrated. Yeah, let's do this together. Let me say, yeah, that's the first one is, I'm grateful for my girlfriend being very patient with me, and she's loving, even though I spoke to her in a very sort of like bad tone. Secondly, I am grateful for the fact that she wrote me a letter a few months ago for Christmas of wanting to spend time with me for for New Year's and for Christmas together, and for yeah, I feel like I'm kind of tearing up though. Yeah, gratitude is a very strong it's a very strong feeling. Yeah, I'm grateful for that letter. I'm grateful for the fact that um I even have a girlfriend in general who loves me and stuff. So that's important. I'm grateful at the fact that I understand my own problems, and thus I'm making this video to talk about it. So I'm grateful for me even starting the video. And lastly, I am grateful for the food that I ate today, that my sister ordered. She ordered delicious chicken, El Jana. That shit, if y'all live in Australia and y'all haven't had El Jana, bro, that shit is bomb, bro. Grilled chicken, that shit good. Yeah. So that's, I don't know, is that 4 or 5? Yeah, if it's 4 or 5, or yeah, basically that's how you do it. Yeah, gratitude journal, and then you journal your thoughts, on your negative thoughts, so they don't linger. And then that's why you meditate too. So you meditate so that those negative thoughts don't affect you. No wonder why Hamza does. Yeah, when I really think about it, it actually make perfect sense why you should do that. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, boys and girls, it's getting late. I should shower. Tomorrow I'm gonna have a she asked me to have a talk. She asked me to have a talk tomorrow when I pick her up from work. So I don't know if today will, I don't know if today I'll be with with my girl, and then tomorrow, oh shit, sorry. And tomorrow I'll leave that conversation either having a girlfriend or breaking up. So I don't know. Like, I don't know. I love her very much though. I really do love her very much. Like, more often than not in a relationship, like, people don't really see the good things about a relationship. People often always go for the negative, and that's normal. We humans always adapt to that. Like, we thrive off negativity. Girlies, they girl, they gossip, they do all this shit. It's like negative feedback loop, right? You talk negative things, and y'all just like switch. I mean, go like a chamber, you know what I mean? Like an echoing chamber, like it just goes off. But more often than not, we don't really think positive about a relationship, you know. So yeah, and that's the biggest problem. Yeah, it's crazy that, like, it's crazy, man, crazy. I'm gonna upload more on this YouTube channel and see where this goes. I don't know, in the future, actually, like, I don't know, man, like, I would love to do self-improvement content. Like, I am, like, no one's watching this, but I I would love to do self-improvement content on this channel, and actually doing car content. Man, I love cars, man, growing up. But that's just rambling. Yeah, told you, no structure. But yeah, I'm gonna challenge myself for the month of February to get a job, a part-time job, and also to create one serious video, like a serious video with a topic and stuff. I don't have Instagram, so I don't know who's gonna market, like who am I gonna market my audience, my videos to. So we'll see. But I appreciate y'all for joining this. And baby, if you're watching this, I love you very much. It's it's February. It's almost my birthday, and you know, I don't know. First of February doesn't seem the best start, but I pray to God that it will be fine this year. I love you much, baby, and I love y'all. Whoever watch, probably nobody, but yeah, do the hard work as always, as Hamza says. Peace out.